Oh, I got it. Got it.
Yay! Got it. Hello, everyone. Hi, JS represents and our fellow agency members.
Hi, guys.
I'm Danny.
I'm Carrie.
And just as a brief introduction, I'm from El Paso, Texas originally, and I moved to LA. Oh my goodness, in '95. So
wow,
I missed that last Big 5 anniversary. What was that? 20 years? No, not 20 years yet. 15, 20, 95. Heck, I've been here longer than I think. It's almost 30 years.
We're doing math. We're a little bit into the interview and math's coming up. Great.
And how about you, Carrie?
I am originally from Nebraska. I moved to LA about 20 years ago. And John discovered me while I was performing one of my very first Groundling shows.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I got recruited by a coworker. I work for the city of West Hollywood, and there's a little faction of us who act on the side. So
that's amazing. That's so cool.
Sometimes.
I love that. So guys, Danny and I decided we're going to do rapid fire questions, like as if we're in Vogue and doing a Vogue interview. So are we ready?
Yeah, I'll start off.
Are we warmed up?
I think so. All right, here we go. What is your favorite time of year?
Summertime. What's your favorite time of year?
Fall, because of Halloween.
Ooh. What's your biggest strength?
Knowing when to quit. Bye. No, I'm kidding. I think self-awareness. Self-awareness.
Mine's audacity.
Nice. What's your biggest weakness?
Impatience. What's yours?
Not knowing when to ask for help. It's like one of my strengths is being willing to ask for help. The weakness is not knowing when I need to ask for help.
Oh, that's good. They dovetail.
Yeah. Okay. What's the best thing that's happened to you this month?
Well, it was my birthday, so that was pretty awesome. And I was back in LA because I go back and forth between New York and LA. I am bi-coastal, and so I was back in LA for my birthday, and I even got to see John for dinner. So it was a pretty good month.
Ooh,
how about
nice.
you?
I got an audition and a callback just within the last week. So that's a good thing, because I love when an audition happens. And I'm sorry I stole your question.
No. I'll ask you, what's one vice that you wish you could give up?
Sugar. I had a craft night last night, and I only invited 10 people because of the COVID. So let's have a small gathering this year. And I think I bought too much candy for 10 people. I was like, so it's still around my house, and champagne. How about you?
Chewing gum constantly. I gotta stop. It's getting ridiculous. I will get rid of it.
Flavorful. It's a flavorful vice.
You know what I love, Danny? For everyone at home, Danny had a craft night last night, and look at what he's done.
This was my photo setup for the kids, and this is one of the cards I made. You're my favorite. Made that for a coworker. And I've been doing this since 2006.
But hold on.
Cool. One year, someone brought some pornographic magazines, and then from then they've gotten kind of naughty. I made this one yesterday. It's like, you just find some stickers, and they all work together. But the one that kicked it off.
This interview just went rated R. I love it.
PG-13 max.
Fair enough.
But the one that kicked it all off was the card, "I'm going to die alone."
I know we're supposed to do rapid, but I used to have a Valentine's Day party every year for everybody who was single. We'd all get together. It was great. It's like exactly that theme.
Awesome.
Yes. Okay, sorry.
Okay, my turn.
Okay, your turn.
Because I stole the even numbered ones. What's the first thing you can remember splurging on when you moved to LA?
A used piano.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I can't even think of mine, because when I moved to LA, I moved in with two friends that managed an apartment building, and I stayed with them, and I wasn't paying rent. But
can I know these friends, please? Amazing.
It had a price later, but an emotional one. But I didn't have a lot of money, so I don't even remember what it was. I was here for 2 years before I started doing stuff. So I'm going to say a really nice poster. Must have been movie themed, I'm sure.
Amazing. All right, and do you have a hobby?
I do. I have crafting my own cards. I do that I have a big one for Valentine's for everyone, and then birthday and Christmas. I do that, and I also collect dunnies, which are these little vinyl toys that are. It's out of control in my home.
Wow, nice.
How about you?
Well, I play my used piano, preferably show tunes, preferably with a bunch of my friends. So
Awesome.
everybody, all JSers, you're invited over for show tune night.
Nice. What's the craziest gig you've ever had?
I was a contestant on the Pyramid Game Show during NASCAR week, and I won.
Awesome. That's really awesome.
That was a million years ago, but it was great. It was one of the weirdest and most entertaining things I've ever done.
I was on a game show recently and we lost.
Oh, wah, wah.
But my strangest gig was I was at a kid's party as a head, like a talking zombie. They had zombie from Pee Wee Herman. So it was just my head on the table, and the kids would pass by, and there was a pretzel machine next to me. So every time a kid came to get a pretzel, I'd go, "Houston, we have a pretzel." And then one mom actually stopped. She said, "They don't get what you're doing." I'm all, "Okay, thanks, lady."
The mom's giving you notes at the party, for goodness sake.
It's like, I'm just saying nonsense. What's to get? I don't like her. All right.
That is an amazing gig. All right, I like that. Yeah. What? Oh, I got it. What TV show or shows are you obsessed with right now?
Oh my God, all the ones that I'm really obsessed with, they just put up new seasons, like Search Party and Ozark and Lost in Space and oh my God, what's the other one? But right now I'm doing my SAG viewing, so I don't have time to, I'm doing my SAG duty and watching all the other stuff, and some of those are 8-hour long shows, so I have to wait to get to my shows. How about you?
You are a good SAG citizen. Good Frito. Yeah. Mine, I have a 3-way tie of Succession, which again, I'm behind on these as well, but Succession and The Sex Lives of College Girls, which is Mindy Kaling's new show. It's so good. Oh my gosh, so good. And then Search Party. Hello. Yes. I got to get to the new season still, but oh my gosh, that is the weirdest, most wonderful show. I love it so much.
And I love that each season gets darker and darker.
Yes. So good.
Okay. What are you most proud of in your career?
I'd say getting to audition for Saturday Night Live, like on the stage, was one of my coolest career moments.
Wow. That's
spoiler alert, I didn't get it, guys. But it was pretty awesome.
Oh, well, mine's not that great. It's cool though. I'm most proud that I've created my own content. I do plays at in the Mexican restaurant basement in Silver Lake, and for the last Casita del Campo.
Yes, I've done many a show there.
And I'm in a show called Chico's Angels that we've been doing for like 18 years. So it's Charlie's Angels in drag, but one of our angels moved to Texas and got married. So in these last 2 years, right before COVID hit, we started working on my own show. It's Frida. My character is Frida Lay. And our first show was Perfect Halloween, which was a mashup of Halloween and Perfect, starring Jamie Lee Curtis. So that was fun. We just did Frida the 13th, which was our take on Friday the 13th. And the next show we're working on is a mashup of Showgirls and Suspiria.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you got to get this out in the newsletter so we can all go.
Okay.
Please. That sounds amazing. Fantastic. Okay. What are you most proud of in terms of your life?
I think I am most proud of surrounding myself with a group of friends that are really good for me, and not only just give good advice, but they also lead by example. So I have a friend who, since I met him, he's had 4 homes. He keeps trading up, and my thought was, I can never afford a home. And recently during COVID, I stopped doing the things that I was doing, like eating out and traveling. And I saved up enough money for a down payment on a house in Texas, and I bought a house in Texas.
Oh
So
my gosh,
like, I
congrats,
can do
Danny.
it. You can do it.
That's so true. I was going to say this thing, the thing that I'm proud of is being like a really, being a good friend and daughter and sister when I can. And you're right, surrounding yourself with people who inspire you to go to that next level and take that step, and getting rid of not giving energy to people who aren't is so important. And when you get to that maturity level where you can know the difference, it is something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, high five us.
Yay.
Okay.
All right. Dogs or cats?
Dogs and also horses, which I'll explain in a minute. But yes, there's a dog under she's right over there right now. How about you?
Actually, dogs and cats, but preferably dogs. I dog sit because it's the greatest thing to enjoy pets for a week and then give them back.
Yeah.
I don't worry about vet bills or food costs. It's just I get to love dogs for a week. Someone gives me money, and I come home and oh my God. But
You get cuddles and you get paid for it.
Yes, they are the greatest animals on the earth.
What are you most excited about right now?
I'm still buzzing from craft night. It's really my favorite. I only have one event in my home, and that's craft night, and I invite friends. Usually, I've been doing it since 2006. The guest list has grown and grown and grown. People bring friends, and it's usually a hectic day for me. I start during the day, and I do it all day long, so people drop in, do what they want, and leave. But this year, since I didn't have it last year, and I'm jonesing for it, so this year I got 10 of my closest friends and did it. And it's that thrill I get of having people in my home, and we're creating and laughing and having a good time. So there you go.
Awesome.
And you?
Well, I'm most excited that I just finished writing my third book. And yes, and I turned it in this week. So I'm in this wonderful moment where I've turned in a big project, and now I'm just waiting for my editor to give me notes, but I can kind of celebrate. So it's a sequel. I'm so ridiculous, but my first two books are behind me as the posters. And this is a sequel to the Flying Flamingo Sisters. And it was an Audible original book. So we recorded it as a full cast. And it's a 1930s like aerial adventure, sort of like the Goonies, with three young girls trying to find out what happened to their parents who disappeared over the Pacific. So they're flying around the world and being chased by their evil uncle, and it's a fun adventure series. So I finally wrote part 2.
Wow! Oh my God! I'm speechless. That's awesome. Like, you write books.
I started just a few years ago. I mean, my other day job is writing for newspapers and magazines. And then I was like, you know what? They're all kid focused. So it's fun. I get to embrace my inner 9-year-old.
Awesome. What makes you mad?
Injustice, and when people leave the cabinet doors open. What makes you mad, Danny?
Right now, what makes me so angry is that the country that we live in is so divided, and I'm sure each side thinks that they're right, but when you look at it logically, it's like, I can't believe how divided we are and why we're divided. It just seems so ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done in your life?
I'm afraid of heights, so I've started challenging myself, and I went to Australia for my birthday, and I climbed oh my God, is it Melbourne? The bridge in Melbourne. Yeah, so I did.
That's terrifying.
The bridge. Yeah, it was scary, but I felt secure, so I wasn't too scared. I think I get most scared when I'm like free and loose and on the edge of something, and that just, or sometimes even when I just stand at a tall building and look up, I get all
yeah.
But that's what I did. I climbed.
But you were okay. Wow.
How about you?
Well, I used to travel a lot by myself. So I traveled to Papua New Guinea by myself, Beirut, Abu Dhabi. So I was pretty proud that I went on a lot of solo adventuring around the world.
That's awesome. I was going to say that because about traveling alone is the thing. But last year, I made a rule each year I have to go somewhere I've never been. And then on my every 5 birthdays, I go somewhere far away that I've never been. Last year, I was running out of time. And was like, where haven't I been? Where have I been? I thought, I'll go to Joshua Tree. But I didn't go because I thought that's probably not the kind of place to go alone. If you're driving along that long stretch of desert and your car breaks down or you're alone, that scared me.
Left to the buzzards, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go to far off countries, but not Joshua Tree.
I get it completely.
Appetizer or dessert?
Team both. Porque lo no stove. I can't even talk. Team both. How about you?
Both. Specifically, the cauliflower pakora at Hugo's is amazing.
Okay.
And everything about dessert is amazing.
Yeah. All right. Read any good books lately?
I am. Thanks to the COVID, have a house. And I started reading again because, reading for leisure is like unheard of in most cases. But I started reading again. And right now I'm reading The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. He also wrote My Best Friend's Exorcism and has another one of the Southern Book Club Vampire. It's some.
Is it gothic horror comedy or what is it?
It's humorous and it's not gothic. It's like The Final Girl Support Group. This is about the girls that the movies like Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw Massacre are based on.
Cool.
And this one just starts right off there in the group, and then one of them gets killed, and suddenly they all scramble because someone's coming to come kill them.
Wow.
So it's fun.
Wow. Well, and I am reading my own book, Horse Girl. I just had to do a shameless plug. Available now wherever books are sold.
Awesome. I love the cover artwork, mostly for me, because it reminds me of the Facts of Life girls.
Yes, you're totally right. Yes. Oh my gosh, Tootie and everybody's in there. It's for anybody who is into classic horse stories. This is sort of like Black Beauty meets Mean Girls. So it's a comedy. It's written for tween girls, but we have a lot of grown-ups who like it too. So.
Awesome. And I hope there's a Broadway musical based on it soon. Get that to Tina Fey.
Tina, are you listening? Okay. Oh no, your turn. Gosh, I can't keep straight.
No, that's what I do too. What role or character are you dying to play?
Miss Hannigan from Annie. So just basically any misunderstood, eccentric spinster, dying to play that.
Awesome.
How about you?
Seymour Krelborn from Little Shop of Horrors. I don't think I sing well enough to do that, but I just love that character, and I love all that he goes through, and such a schmuck.
See, I don't think I'm good enough I mean, my voice may not be good enough to sing Miss Hannigan, but she's a little drunk when she sings, so that gives you a little leeway there to get it. Yeah. What is your favorite board game? I bet you have board game nights.
You would think I would, but I don't get to as much as, because I'm a very busy Barbie. And I'm always out and about. That's why craft night is a big deal for me, because it's the one thing I'm going to stop everything for and do. But my friend Dennis Hensley invented a game called You Don't Know My Life, and it's a thing where there's a question, everybody writes down their answers, you mix up the cards, and everybody tries to guess who said what, the answer to the question. And they're all personal experience questions, so you get to play the game, play detective, but also learn about everybody in the room. And I helped him while he was developing that. I did the testing, and during COVID, he started an online version. And I love playing that game. It's the first game I played where I don't care if I win or not, because it's just so fun. And you end up laughing. And I played with my family. We learned a lot of things. Like my older brother, 1, watched soap operas, and 2, CBS. The rest of us were NBC soap operas. Where did he get the CBS?
Oh my gosh, how dare he? Wait, that's so cool. I want to play that. Tell me the name one more time.
You Don't Know My Life.
Okay, I'm gonna get that. That sounds so fun.
It is.
Okay. Well, my two favorite board games, which I played a lot during the pandemic, are Code Names, which is a word game. You're trying to,
Yeah.
get your team to guess, and then the Jeopardy home board game. So that sort of saved us during lockdown to play a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here's our last question.
Okay.
What's the best piece of advice you've received? Oh wait, you froze a little bit.
Cut your own firewood.
Okay.
Okay, starting again.
Yes.
Cut your own firewood, feel the heat twice. That's from my dad, because we used to go cut our own firewood, to heat our house in Nebraska. So every weekend of my childhood, every fall weekend, we were cutting down our own firewood. But the idea is, right, you do, if you do honest, good, hard work, you're going to reap the benefits twice.
That's awesome. I never thought of that. I mean, you think about it, it's like, well, yeah, that makes sense. But to actually have someone say it to you, it's like, yeah. And I'm a little heater. I start heating up just walking around, which is probably why I'm a little overweight, because I don't have to cut wood to get warm. And then it's too hot.
Too much. And then there's what John always used to say, which is, you don't like this town, there's another girl getting off the bus from Kansas every day.
Oh, John.
The
best piece of advice I've gotten or taken is you can do it. It's like we are often our own obstacles. It's like that thing with the house. It's like, where did I can't afford this. I can do it. Traveling to New York, I used to, when Reba McEntire was doing the Annie Get Your Gun, I would jokingly say to my, oh my God, take me to see that, because I really wanted to see it. But I had no clue in my mind that I can buy the ticket, go to New York, see the show. And one time when I went to New York, it was really cheap because it was after 9/11. But the hotels were cheap, flights were cheap. And on the plane back, I realized I can travel whenever I want, because when we were younger, we didn't have a lot of money and we never traveled that much. So I was all, get these things out. You can do it. You can do it. Anything that you want to do.
You can do it. This is awesome.
And we did this interview.
We just did the interview. We did it. Yay. Thanks for watching, JSers.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Okay. I'm going to stop recording.
Okay.
All right. Bye, everyone.